You there! You don't look like one of these bandits. Get down and be quiet. We don't want to give our position away. We're keeping an eye on these Red Rook bastards. They're not the simple bandits they pretend to be, that's for sure. If you want to help, go talk to Provost Piper. The Provost? He commands the Lion Guard camp near the old ruins. Tell him you want to help, and he'll probably give you a commission. We captured a Red Rook messenger. He was on his way to a secret meeting when we snatched up the lout. Something about the Red Rooks and the Bloodthorns. The Provost can tell you more if you're really that interested. Now get out of here before you bring the entire bandit gang down on my head.
Sorry, Hunter. No more bounties today.
An adventurer from the looks of you. Live by the sword and die by it, as they say. What brings you to our humble camp? I might have something that will interest you. We captured a Red Rook messenger prowling around our camp. We think he was going to a Red Rooks and Bloodthorns meeting. Rumor is they're forming an alliance, but we can't get the messenger to talk. Might as well give it a shot. He's been telling us a sad story about his kidnapped family, but I don't believe a word of it. If you want to try to make the bandit talk, he's right over there.
Please, you have to listen to me. My family's in danger. No one will listen. I'll tell you everything I know, but you have to help me. I'm begging you. First, you have to promise to help me. I didn't stumble into a Lion Guard camp by accident. I came here for help, not to be taken prisoner. I had no choice. They're holding my family. The Red Rooks. I'm a tracker. I know this area like the back of my hand. The Red Rooks tried to convince me to join them, but I said no. So they captured my family and threatened to kill them. I want those bastards dead just as much as anyone. Yes, I'll tell you everything I know, but only after they're safe. They're holding my family in an abandoned house to the south of this camp. If you get them back here safely, I'll tell you everything you want to know.
One of them. Please, help us. These bandits grabbed us. They're using us to force my husband to help them. I'm so worried about him. He is safe. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Come, Tarsiel. We need to get out of here and find your father.
Safe, thank the Divines. And thank you for believing me. I'll tell you everything I know about the Red Rooks and the Bloodthorns. The Bloodthorns and Red Rooks plan to finalize their alliance. They're meeting in secret right in the ruins behind you. But the relationship has been rocky at best from what I was able to see. I don't think it will be very hard to force them apart. Just wiping out the ones at this meeting won't be enough. That might even bring the two groups closer together, since you'd be giving them a common enemy. No, you need to turn them against one another. I've kept my eyes and ears open. They've been forcing me to scout the area, but they haven't been paying all that much attention to me. The Envoy and the Red Rook leader, they kind of hate each other, from what I could see. Just wiping out the ones at this meeting won't be enough. That might even bring the two groups closer together, since you'd be giving them a common enemy. No, you need to turn them against one another. Of course. It's a great idea. Take my clothes and go to the ruins. Find Envoy Chaos and attack him while wearing a Red Rook uniform. That should shatter the Alliance. If you lose the disguise, dig around in Red Rook packs for another one.
Dellen's mill used to grow the sweetest berries in the spring. I wonder where we'll get them from now.
Rooks have betrayed us. So, I'm going to take a wild guess here. All that commotion coming from the ruins? That was you, wasn't it? Good work. A job well done, then. No good would have come from such an unholy alliance. While you were gone, I decided to let Kip and his family go. Couldn't stand seeing his wife and daughter so distressed. I even tossed him a shirt and a pair of pants.
Ah, a new recruit. If you're here to help, we could certainly make use of you. Aren't we all, my friend? Aren't we all? We might be able to assist each other, but we have some other business to take care of first. We're dealing with a literal undead uprising. Our patrols sweep the wilds, while our primary wizard, Gabriel Benele, searches for a magical relic that will help. But I'm concerned. Some of our patrols haven't returned. The Lion Guard doesn't usually seek help outside its ranks, but these are desperate times. Do what you can to help any patrols you encounter. And if you run into Mage Benele, maybe you can help her out as well. Stendar bless you. I'll tell you what I can. Oh, I'd love to, but there's some kind of barrier protecting the crypts at Cathedral. Unless Wizard Benele can get us through that barrier, we can't get to Angof, and the undead will just keep coming. In hindsight, I may have spread the patrols too thin. I sent them to patrol the grounds around the redoubt, to protect the Gaudet farm, and to guard the western ruins at Marovek's Folly. Wizard Benele is here on behalf of the Mages Guild. She claims there's a relic in the ruins that will help us defeat Angof, but magic is so unpredictable. And, truth be told, Wizard Benele can be easily distracted.
Appreciate it.
We have something important to discuss, but not here. It's not safe. Meet me at the Way Shrine near the Lion Guard redoubt. It's safer there. Thank Kennereth I found you. You don't know how many people I've met have been torn apart by these cultists and their creatures. I was with Wizard Benelay at the nearby Maravek's Folly, looking for an important relic. When the undead attacked us, we were forced to retreat, but the mage swore she was close to finding something. She did some magic thing and vanished. She said that a nearby crypt contained a relic we needed to defeat Angof. I would have remained by her side, but she just disappeared. I told Commander Ailes what happened, and he said I should find you and let you know. The crypt's got to be somewhere near the ruins of Maravek's Folly. She kept a journal that she was constantly writing in. I'm sure it contains the location of the crypt. Our camp is west of the redoubt. Her journal is probably still there.
Stranger, eat blood of the forebears. Angof's minions are relentless. We were working with the Wizard Benelay. I lost track of her when the zombies attacked. Now I'm the only one left. These cultists are desecrating our dead. It's an affront to Tawaka. But my wounds slow my sword. Blood thorns desecrate the Lion Guard soldiers killed in the ruins. They raise them as zombies. If you use my sacred emblem, you can sanctify the corpses. That will prevent them from being raised as undead.
hate meeting new people when I'm not at my best. Is my hair all right? Are my robes on straight? Commander Ailes? A good man, and a good soldier. But how did you find me? I did? I knew I left my journal somewhere. But I haven't told you the most exciting news. I found the Midnight Talisman. With it, we can punch a hole in Angof's barrier at Cathedral. We just need to recharge the beautiful little relic. Do you like the name? I thought it up myself. Sounds simply ominous, doesn't it? Anyhow, it's a Daedric relic used to manipulate Oblivion portals. If you know how, you can use the talisman to get past arcane barriers. And I know how. The talisman would be the key to defeating Angof. If its power wasn't depleted. We need to recharge the talisman. Then we'll finally get our chance to deal with Angof and take the battle to him. I have a ritual that can recharge the talisman and restore its power. There's an ancient weird site on the beach near here. We can use that as the focus for the ritual. I just need to rest for a bit. Then I can get myself there and still have enough power for the ritual. Here, take the talisman and head on down. I'll meet you there. You made it. No zombie bites or anything. I found an inscription in the crypt. It described the relic in remarkable detail. Apparently, the talisman can draw energy from the land itself. Ancient magic saturates this site. It's the perfect place to perform the ritual of recharging. I perform the ritual. You stand there and look heroic. Simple? Are you ready? Here goes nothing. It's done, but something's not right. That didn't seem right. The ritual worked, but something awful looked at me while I was channeling energy into the relic. I think there's something trapped inside the talisman. Whatever's inside the relic, it's certainly not friendly. We can try to dispel it using the weird revelation stone in the circle just up the beach. Put the talisman on the stone and kill whatever emerges. That will do the trick. Just getting down here tired me out more than it should have. I know you can handle whatever's inside the talisman. I'm pretty sure it's just a Banekin or a lesser scamp.
this talisman for untold centuries, and you hope to purge me from it? Never. I will personally send you back to Molag Bal.
Julianos, I was wrong about how powerful the thing in the talisman was. My apologies. Dremora? Oh, those are bad. Sorry. At least it's gone and we can use the talisman now. I have enough energy to open a portal for both of us to use. Are you ready to return to the redoubt? This is it. All our work has led to this. We're ready to confront Angof and destroy him. Thanks to you, he won't be able to hide from us now. I told Sir Lannis what happened out there. You should introduce yourself when you get a chance. This is it. All our work. We're ready to confront.
Over here, we have much to discuss. The great King Casimir sent us to stop Angof. With the combined might of the dragons, the Lion Guard, and you, Angof will surely fall. Well said. But we can't just rush after the villain. First off, Angof's toxic mist protects the approach to Cath Badro. It rises from his vines and sickens anyone who breathes it in. The wizard Benelay believes you might be immune to its effects. We have to chance it. We don't have any other options. A squad of dragons succumbed to the mist before they could retreat. And that idiot Darien led a few Camlorn soldiers on an ill-conceived rescue mission, and they were overcome as well. I hope the soldiers still live. That mist is deadly. And that fool from Camlorn, what was he thinking? He charged right into the mist after them. They couldn't have gotten too far into the graveyard. The poison mist acts fast. Hopefully, they stay together. Once you get them out of there, we can plan our attack against Angof. With the city liberated from Falchu, some of the Camlorn Guard came up this way looking for a fight. A noble named Darien was acting as their leader. He seemed very angry with Angof. Something about werewolves. Arcade blind me if I know. When the king mentioned your name, the dog perked up and stuck with us all the way from Daggerfall. Looks like he's happy to see you.
Saving the day again, huh? Can't say I'm surprised. But I'm not about to let you have all the glory. There ought to be enough here for both of us.
You return. Have Angof's minions fallen before your wrath? You've done good and holy work. Troubled souls must be put to rest. so they do not rise again. You have my thanks for taking care of this for me.
Please, the people of Crosswich need help. Troubled times in Glenumbra, it seems. All I hear is bad news no matter where I turn. But the worst, as far as I'm concerned, is poor Crosswich. The damned Red Rooks are what happened. They're trying to turn our town into their base of operations. They took over the mine and threaten or kill anyone who gets in their way. Tamian Sellen is organizing a resistance to take back Crosswich. Perhaps, but these run-of-the-mill bandits are bleeding us dry. They're organized and dangerous. If you want to help, find Tamian Sellen at the inn. If you don't call attention to yourself, the Red Rooks will probably leave you alone.
Well, look who's here. I should have known you'd be making Angof's life miserable. Camlorn wasn't enough for you, eh? Say, these mists are poisonous. Why aren't you affected? I wish I knew. I didn't think. I just rushed in to help the Dragon Knights. My guards started gasping and falling to the ground, just like the Knights. But not me. These are the only survivors. But I don't think they'll last much longer. The mist is thicker toward the gate. They won't survive passing through it again. But the mist doesn't seem to affect the necromancers. Those amulets must protect them. Kill a few, take their amulets, and give them to the knights. Better grab a couple of extras just in case anyone shows up while you're gone. I'll stay here and defend the knights from any wandering undead.
These soldiers won't last much longer, and I don't have enough magic to extend my ward to protect them. Darian told me about the amulets. Did you get them? With any luck, they'll work like the talisman you're carrying. Perfect. Thank you. I'll put them on the wounded knights, and Darian can lead them to safety. Do you have any more? I might be able to use them to clear the mist. If I merge them and cast an amplification spell, I can increase the size of my protection ward. If I can get to a central point and hold the spell long enough, our troops will be able to get in. You just need to defend me while I do it. Good. Meet me at the center of the graveyard. When Angof notices what I'm doing, he's bound to send someone to stop me. If they interrupt me while I'm casting, the spell will fail, and that won't be good. Quickly now, before Angof knows we're here. Are you ready to begin? Remember that I can't defend myself while I'm performing the ritual. You have to protect me. Stay close. You need to keep them off me until I finish. Stay close. You have to keep them away from me until I complete the ritual. Before anything else tries to stop us. That takes care of the mist, but who knows for how long. Let's not waste this opportunity. The time to strike at Angof has arrived. This next bit is critical. I've seen what you can do, so I know you're up to it. Besides, we'd never have made it this far if not for you. You won't be able to just walk into Angof's parlor and challenge him to a duel. He has minions. His kind always has minions. But don't let that stop you. We've come too far not to try to finish this. I'll follow you as soon as the soldiers get here. Oh, even better. Take this binding stone. Find a secure location inside the catacombs and use it to call me to you. I'll even bring some of the soldiers with me. Some of the dead were protected by wards designed to prevent desecration. Look for a tomb with these wards and use the stone there. That should be safe enough for my purposes. Good. You found the perfect spot for... Wait, where are the others? Yes, Sir Lannis and his knights volunteered to come with me, but I only see Dame Alexine. There must have been too many of us for the Binding Stone. This isn't good. The other knights could have been scattered throughout the crypts. Good. But listen, there's only one way to get out of these crypts. You have to kill Angof. I don't have any other... And everything was just starting to go so well, too.
Fancy meeting you here. Tavern, I said. Meet me in a tavern. There's no ale down here. Just zombies and tentacles. And where are the serving wenches? You promised me serving wenches. Oh well, at least your timing is perfect. Dear Gabrielle's spell seems to have misfired. Luckily, a few of us were able to find each other. I also convinced the Bloodthorn cultist to tell me how to reach Angof. I can be very persuasive when I put my mind to it. 3 locks protect Angof's inner sanctum. I doubt that even you can get in there by simply knocking. You need 3 shard keys to open the locks. They're well guarded, so you're gonna have to kill a few things to get them. I wish I could aid you, but I'm needed here. Lannis is good with a sword, but I'm better. I'll protect the survivors. Let Lannis know if you run into anyone else. I don't know exactly, but the Bloodthorn cultist told me about the Guardians. Watch out for a summoned creature, an impassable trap, and a warrior spirit bound to Angof's service. Actually, I couldn't get anything out of the cultist about the trap. Sorry, you're on your own with that one. All I know is that Angof drew on the collected power of his cultists to summon the creature. I hear that it's more plant than beast. And of course, it's terrible to behold. It seems that when Angof first came to power, a certain knight took offense and tried to kill him. Angof captured the knight's spirit and bound it to serve him. I understand he's extremely powerful and not at all happy about the situation.
Wizard Benelay said you'd gotten inside and were hunting Angof. We wanted to help, but I hope we haven't done more harm than good. We met Wizard Benelay outside. She said you'd use a binding stone to call us. Then suddenly we were down here in the dark and surrounded by a horde of undead. The rest of the contingent must be somewhere nearby. My best guess? Deeper inside the catacombs. If you find any knights, send them this way. I'll hold the passage with this overconfident fool and his crazy friend. When they aren't flirting, they both fight like a whole platoon of orcs.
Stay back. This area's trapped. Don't get caught like I did. I've been watching to see how it works. The trap has guardians. They're the key to disarming it, I believe. After each trap fires, there's a brief moment when you can disarm it. During this moment, you have to defeat its guardian. It's the only way. So, I'm not the only one left? That's good to hear. I'm pretty exhausted, but I'll see if I can find them after I rest up for a few moments.
Never creep up on a person, you're likely to get beheaded. You must be Wizard Benelay's friend. You're the mad fool who went into the catacombs ahead of us, aren't you? By the way, did the other knights make it? That binding spell seemed to throw me a bit short of the mark. I'll head out as soon as I see a clear path. A word of warning, though. The lurcher in the chamber ahead is extremely tough. I'd keep it away from the totems surrounding it if you plan to challenge it.
one who wishes to destroy my master. I know what you seek. I would tell you if I could, but instead I must thwart you. The Shard Key is bound to my spirit, as surely as I am bound to guard it. But I wonder, will you listen to a riddle? A useful riddle? What cannot be said directly may be hinted at. Listen then. Rot and death are Angof's guise. Living flesh holds his demise. I must release the shard to the one who brings me what the living flesh beyond this crypt holds. I cannot say directly, only through riddle. Seek what differs in the next room. Take what the living flesh holds, then unbind me with it. That spirit, his gaze, so hard and cold. He won't stop looking at me. He looks right through me. Why am I so cold? They're here? That's great news. I'll go find them in a moment. But be careful around this spirit. I think he's cursed me already. My mind is blue and cold. I'll tell him. Watch yourself down there. Angof has the entire place rigged with traps. We'll be lucky if any of us get out of here alive. You come to destroy my master? I know what you seek. I would tell you a simple riddle, yet you already have the answer in your possession. That rune you hold is the key to releasing me. The living flesh holds the riddle answer no longer. Yes, but take care what you say. The words must be repeated exactly as written. You come to destroy my master? Yes, but take care what you say. The words must be repeated exactly as written. Ah, it's done! Thanks, Stendar. Here, take the shard key. I am free to ascend at last. Destroy Angof. Avenge me and the others that have fallen victim to his crimes.
We'll do what we can to help. Just stay away from his vines.
So you are the vain fool who seeks to plague Lenumbra from my grasp. After I kill you, I shall raise you up and make you my slave. You and your friends will all die.
Get to the light, before his magic destroys you. Well, that was fun, wasn't it? Alright, maybe fun isn't the right word, but you were glorious. Angof is finally dead. We can't thank you enough for what you've done. The others have all collapsed in their tents. They're exhausted, but I wanted to welcome you back. And Sir Lannis wants to talk to you. He's telling the Lion Guard commander what happened. Who knows? Maybe he wants to give you a medal or something. Well, go on. We'll be fine. I promise.
Well, now, wasn't that fun? I'd fight alongside you anytime.
The king will be grateful for what we've done here. Some of Angof's minions are still running loose, but it's nothing we can't handle. Maybe things will finally return to normal now. Without Angof's magic, hopefully the vines will wither and die. If not, I'm sure the Mages Guild can conjure up a spell to clear them away. I'm not too concerned about them. Yes, but I can't put my finger on it. We've heard rumblings that things up north aren't looking any better. Not necessarily vines and such, but there are whispers of other things out there that we need to be concerned about. I hear there's trouble in Koglin village. Something bad is happening up there. But don't worry about that right now. We just saved the people of Glenumbra. We should be celebrating. Now, where did I put it? The king set aside this armor for the champion who defeated Angof. It was a treasure of Daggerfall, and now it belongs to you. It's your reward for all you've done for this land and its people. May luck follow you wherever you go.
Sir! Sir, They took him, sir. The captain. They came at night. We couldn't. We were returning from Daggerfall when our caravan was attacked. Bretons fighting with Daedra at their side. Killed most of us, but the captain, They took the captain. Stormhaven. Ruins. Near the border. They took him there.
You bring me business?
We are in your debt, friend. I hope you made Angof suffer before you finished him.